Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe, leave a comment and become a part of this family. I was on my way to my university, my alma mater, and I decided to just vlog my experience. If you're a Unilorite, let us identify ourselves in the comment section. I decided to start a university series, so you can comment your university or the university you would like me to go to and vlog. I got to Ilorin and then I took a vehicle to PS or permanent site. That's what the university is called. I can't wait to share my experience with you. I got to the school gates and unfortunately the inscription is not there. I guess they are working on the school gates. I don't know whatever work they are doing. That's the Ilorin fuel station and opposite is the Ilorin zoo. I didn't have time to visit the zoo and I've actually never been there. Let me just be truthful. I've never been to the zoo before. If you've been there, let me know what you think about the Ilorin zoo. So I got into the school. It's a very long drive from the school gate to the main school. On the way, you have the Ilorin primary and secondary school. You have different plants and all that the agric students work on, Jatrifa plantation and all of that. I'm now at the school park and behind you can see hostels. If you stayed in a school hostel, let us identify ourselves in the comment section. Did you stay at Lagos Hostel, Zamfara Hostel, Trinity Hostel, and the others? At the school park, there are different keke to convey you to wherever it is you are going in the school. And they also do a lot of business activities, photocopying, pay your school fees, get food, and all of that. So this is where the buses coming in from town drop us, and then you enter a tricycle or keke to your various destinations. I'm at the school bank area and we have several banks including the university's microfinance bank, Zenith and all of that, GT Bank. I discovered that some banks are no longer there, like the famous Union Bank where we used to get 200 naira notes from the ATM. I know that's funny. I'm now at the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, which is where I finished from and was my primary aim of coming to the university. I came to get something at my university, and it's so good to know that things haven't really changed. And if you are a pharmacist, identify yourself in the comment section. Pharmacy school comes with its own level of shaking, but thank God we came, we saw, and we conquered. So I came here, got what I wanted, and then I left to check other areas of the school. Unfortunately, nothing much was going on when I came because the school is on break and not in session at the moment. So the school was, dry. I didn't meet so many people, just the non-academic staff of the university. I got what I wanted to do and I was ready to move. If you're a Unilorite or an ex-Unilorite, what course did you study? What's the name of your faculty? And what was the color of your tag? I was a brown tag girl. So I moved on to the PG Street. If you know this street, it's where the private universities of the school is located. There are several private hostels in this street. It extends all the way to the park. If you pass through the back, there's Sasakawa Hostel, Scientific Hostel, Probitas, Kamabioye, Michael, and the rest. Those were the old hostels. Then as time went on, more investors came and built more private hostels, and it's only for girls. The private hostel for boys is on the other side of the school, and people are not allowed here, or keke, whatever it is. If you're not a lady, you're not allowed in the street from the hours of 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I can't really remember. If you stayed in any of these hostels, write it in the comment section, don't forget. So can you guess the hostel that I stayed in for the 5 years that I was in the University of Ilorin? Michael Hostel. When you talk about Michael Hostel, you are looking at it right now. It was the most famous private hostel in University of Ilorin, and not for any good reason, but because apart from the fact that it was the cheapest hostel at the time, so there are so many of us in the hostel. I think it cost about 90 or 100,000 for a year. That's a room of two. There was a room of 4 that was cheaper. I was in a room of 2. And this hostel, when you talk of gbasgbos every day and night, fighting, shouting, if someone finishes exam or it's the person's birthday, they will gather to pour water at this courtyard, beat the person. It was a very funny hostel. It was we will come out, in our undies, I'll be shouting, "Don't fight" or "pick sides." This was my room 112 for 5 years. I had one roommate for I think 3 or 4 years that were here together. That was my bed, the one close to the door, the wardrobe. I was very nostalgic when I visited this place because I'm like, wow, I stayed here for about 4 years of my life. I was so happy to see everyone. The porters, still the same old. I didn't want to show their faces, for privacy's sake. Security was coming to this hostel every other day to arrest people that were constituting nuisance. There were people in particular that, they were very stubborn and all of that. Next, I'm at the Senate building. It's a very beautiful place. And from there, I moved on to the walkway stroke skyway. It's a long building consisting of about 10 to 20 apartments. I can't remember the faculty. I think Faculty of Physical and Life Sciences. Yes. The road connecting these departments downstairs is called walkway and upstairs is called the skyway. There are several lecture theaters in it also. Opposite, there's a science lecture theater, and in it are LT1, LT2. If you remember all these lecture theaters, let me know in the comment section. I didn't attend lectures in many of these lecture theaters because, as a pharmacist, we had all our lectures in our faculty or department. But when I was in my 100 level, I had lots of lectures in this lecture theater. So mention the ones you remember. I remember GLT, that's Geology Lecture Theater, Science Lecture Theater, which is this one you're seeing right now. And in the walkway, we had LT1, LT2, LT3, LT4. I had lectures in these various lecture theaters. What do you remember about Ilorin? Let me know. There's so many fun activities, but I was an introvert in school, so even till now, I didn't make so many friends from my university days. The only thing I used to attend was this dance battle they did every session that would involve all the faculties in the school, and the faculties that were always winning, the arts, of course, followed by agric, I think, and probably engineering. That was the only thing I loved to watch every session. I would buy a ticket every Wednesday to go and watch the dance battle. I'm now in the walkway, checking out the whole place. There are so many things that happened in this walkway. They sell so many lecture notes. If you missed the lecture, they would photocopy somebody's notes and sell. There's so many stores to get different things, places where you could also do your photocopies and all of that. There's also a bank, Jai's Bank, in this space. It's a very beautiful space. People used to sit down here and hang around, after lectures if you're waiting for another lecture. Another thing, I don't know, I wasn't the outgoing type in school, but there were several activities that used to happen in the school. That's the LT1 and the LT2 opposite it. There's many things that used to happen in the school. There was this time Cook Studio was the rave, and then they would come to University of Ilorin and bring several artists, and all the way from the school stadium to my room, I'll be hearing the beats, the ba ba ba, and I would remain in my room. I do not used to go anywhere. I prefer to always stay in my room, go to church, go to class. That was my life. Now I wish I had gone out more and experienced more stuff, but I don't want to go back to university. I don't want to go back and live that life again. So I had left the walkway and I was going towards, I don't even know where I was going. Let's just continue watching. Let's just continue watching. At this point, my feet were hurting. I started regretting this whole thing. Who sent me to vlog go? This is motion ground. There is no activity going on because school is on break. But this is where you can get your passports. So many people will be calling you, sister, come and take your passport, this and that. Come and fix your nails. Come and fix your wristwatches. This is the university library. A very large building. I don't know if I mentioned before that University of Ilorin has the largest landmass in Nigeria after Ibi Zaria. So it's a very, very, very big and large school. This building, I can't remember what it is. I think it's for education faculties. So there are various departments. If you know, please comment in the comment section. So many things have changed since I finished from this school. My legs were hurting. That's why I'm so slow in movement. I was very, very tired. Yeah, we have the faculty of arts. When I was in school, I never really visited all these places, though, so I don't know the department. Opposite is faculty of law. I'm more familiar with this side. And then I moved on to go and eat. I was really tired at this point and hungry. But when I was in school, the happening restaurant was item 7. This is the school clinic that is opposite item 7. Item 7 came into light, I think around 2018, if I can remember. Then you'd see long queues. Everybody wanted to eat item 7 rice. That's if they're putting sugar or something in the rice. That's SUB that showed just before this. This is the item 7 building. It wasn't this large when I was in school. So it's that small red and white building you're seeing beside it. Yes, this was the place they were using. But now they've expanded and they were able to build this large building. They are also in different areas in Ilorin, the entire city of Ilorin. There are so many branches now. So you can say I'm not lying when I say the food is really good. I wanted to try it again to see if it was as good as I could remember it to be. So I was so excited that wow, the place is so beautiful, so nice. The queues would reduce because I remember then, you know, chop item 7, the body go to do gish. Before item 7 came into existence, there were several other restaurants I used to visit. Restaurants like the SLT building. There was one place on that where that man used to sell very nice rice. SUB, Indomie at SUB. There's this other place around Bank area. I can't remember the name. I think Asu restaurant or something. That sold very good food, you know. And then there were these bukas. Hey, I forgot to visit the place. There's this building that has so many bukas. I think buka 1 to 10 or buka 1 to 20. I can't remember. Please correct me in the comment section. They had nice food. And let me tell you how I got to know this place. I was in a keke going to eat at, I can't remember where. I think that's when item 7 first came in. And I was really early at school because my faculty, we start lectures earlier than the entire school. And I was in this keke, I was like, take me to item 7. And there were so many guys in the keke, and they're like, why are you going to item 7? I said, I'm hungry. They said, why don't you go to Buka? We're going to Buka. I was like, Buka? And you learn. They're like, so you mean you've never been to Buka? I've been in this school for how many years? That was how they took me to that Buka area, or I don't even know what the place is called. And they're like, if you don't know, Buka 1 is for bread and beans, Buka 2 has the best this, Buka 3 has the best what. So I said, I don't know which Buka I was. I think they took me to Buka 10 or Buka 8. I can't remember. And they got me food and paid for it. It was a very interesting experience for me. So if you've eaten at these Bukas, let me know what you think about it. Any other old restaurants in the school, newer restaurants in the school, let me know. This place is the Ilorin Fountain. We used to come here to take nice pictures when we were JJC or freshers. And then this is the University of Ilorin Lakeside or Dam. A very beautiful place. If you are looking for a place to go to in Ilorin and take your children to, this is the place. Very serene and very cheap. I paid just 1,000 naira for a ride in this beautiful place. I also made a new friend here. So if you have been to this dam and you have taken a ride on the boat, taking a boat ride, tell me what it feels like or how you felt about it. Other places, do you remember in University of Ilorin that I haven't talked about? We have so many other things in the school like sugar plantation, pure water factory. You know, the school, I really miss University of Ilorin. I won't lie. So many places, so many activities. You know, it was a village or a community on its own. Over 15,000 students as at then. Is it 15,000, 32,000 students? If I can remember correctly, 32,000 students. Then, masters, not even counted those students. What is that activity that you really miss about University of Ilorin? What do you really miss about the school? Is it the people? Is it the vibes? Is it the restaurants? What is it that really stood out for you in the University of Ilorin? So that was me trying to, get into the boat. The boat has changed though. This is a proper boat. Before it used to be a canoe. Is it pronounced canoe or canoe? But now I was saying that it's a boat powered by engine. Then they used to row the boat. something else you should know about University of Ilorin is that churches and religious places of worship are not allowed in the school. So every Sunday we'll have to go out to town to go to church. It's only the school chapel, the school Catholic church, and the mosque that were permitted in the school. Every other religious activities have to be done outside of the school. Another thing I miss is seeing quotes of people on different trees. Pablo. There were popular names back then, but I can't even remember their names anymore. Who was the SCG president when we were in school? We had is it Showo, Abi Ishowo? We had observation. I miss you, L'Oreal. This was my favorite inscription in the school then. It is not bye bye, but see you again. Who remembers Eminent too? I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share. Where would you like me to go next? Let me know in the comment section. Till we see you again. Bye.